Now, a nap sounds like such a simple thing, doesn't it? Just a little rest in the afternoon. Close your eyes for a few minutes and wake up feeling refreshed. Welcome to Senior Insights. My name is Cynthia. We meet 5 days a week and we have coffee and we just chat about a whole bunch of different things. Yesterday was cherries in the snow, which I will talk about again today, but today we're going to talk about naps because we have been talking a lot about it. And so I decided, since I've been taking a lot of naps, that I would talk about naps. So don't fall asleep while I'm talking about it. It sounds like such a simple thing, doesn't it? But it's not really a simple thing. It's not a simple thing to me. Not all naps are created equal. There's a good nap where you wake up, you take a nap, and you feel refreshed. And then there's another kind of nap where you wake up, you're kind of confused, a little groggy, you feel worse than when you fell asleep. That's when you wake up and you don't know what day it is or what you're doing sitting in that chair. Where's your phone that's what happened to me the other day. So why do we always say the same thing before we have a nap? I'm not going to sleep, I'm just going to sit here. Or I'm going to go and I'm going to sit and relax. Or like I do, I'm going to sit and read and then there I am. Sound asleep. So no one really believes that if they just close their eyes that they're actually going to wake up. They're counting on dozing, and that's a nap. Now, there are some people who get into the bed for a nap. That's a whole different thing. What exactly do you do? I want somebody to tell me those people that take naps on their beds. Do you take your bed down? Do you take your shoes off? Do you lay on top of the covers, and what do you cover yourself with? Do you put your PJs on? Will you tell me, please, because these things are bothering me. I don't know what I should do, but I'm coming around to taking a nap, and I think the bed is the perfect place. Some people lay on the couch. I have tried in the past when I haven't felt well or felt really tired. I've laid on the couch. It's just not me. But I do fall asleep in the chair, dozing off. And I guess those are called cat naps. Is that what they're called? Cat naps. I'm going to switch my drink from tea to iced tea because I've tried recording this a couple of times and my tea's all gone. So there's a big difference in where you nap. Napping in the recliner, on the couch, on the bed, in the rocking chair. If you go to bed in the middle of the afternoon, what does that say about you? Is that a lifestyle choice? That's what you want to do. Debbie from Kentucky Life with Debbie, I think she goes and lays on her bed. She'll tell me in the comments because she's pretty verbal in the comments. She's pretty verbal on her channel talking about me. So going to bed is no longer a little rest. It's a big decision. It's a big decision. And the most dangerous nap of all is one in the late afternoon, because what if you don't get up until after supper? Or what if it's dark outside already? What if you wake up and you slept 2 hours and you've lost 2 hours of your day? The room is dark, the sun is going down, and for one strange moment, you feel like you missed Christmas. You haven't missed anything, of course, but it certainly feels like it, doesn't it? Now, I will say, in defense of naps, they are sometimes exactly what a person needs. And a little quiet, a little peace, a little break from the daily routine. 15 minutes, nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, a nap can make you feel like a brand new person. But a bad nap, that doesn't necessarily make you feel wonderful. Sometimes you wake up groggy, half asleep. You feel worse than you did before. So yes, let's be honest. When you close your eyes in the afternoon, you take a risk. So, naps can be a blessing, but at a certain age, a nap is never just a nap. It's a gamble. Let me tell you about this. That was kind of a structured little chat that could have been a little looser. Just as I was starting to record this, I had just sat down and I said, I got to get ready for coffee. And my sister called me. My sister Joanne, she's the one whose daughter just got married last weekend, the weekend before the fourth weekend. And I chose not to go because of the expense of it. But I felt kind of envious and I really wanted to go. I wanted to see my cousins and my nieces and nephews and that sort of thing. And of course the wedding, the bride. She had a beautiful dress, by the way. I talked to my sister for a significant amount of time, maybe 45 minutes, 50 minutes. She told me all about the wedding. We talked about this one and that one and my sister and my son and all kinds of things. And then she says, well, I think I'm going to go and take a nap. Now, she's retired, but she's 10 years younger than me, and she's going to take a nap. And I said, Joanne, you're not going to believe this, but I'm talking about taking naps on my channel tonight. Now, Joanne doesn't watch my channel very much. I wish she did, but she doesn't. And that's okay because YouTube is not her thing. She has many more things that she does. They travel here, they travel there, they do this, they do that. They are very active in their retirement. But she told me her husband was called back to work. He's an engineer. And he was working on this engine. And he's the only one who has the knowledge to work on this particular engine. I'm sure there are other people that can work on parts of it, but he knows the secret to this engine. So he's coming out of retirement and he's going to work 16 hours a week. She doesn't really know how she feels about it. She's probably relieved because he stays by her side the whole time. And who knows how he feels about it because he's really been enjoying retirement. He's enjoying spending time with his wife. He's enjoying cleaning up his yard and making it beautiful. They have a beautiful property, beautiful kids that they take care of and whatever. So what am I talking about? Naps. Okay, so she's going to take a nap. Yeah, I take naps. Don't you take naps? No, I don't, but I'm thinking about it. So I want to know if I should take a nap in the chair, like that's what's been happening to me. But those aren't voluntary naps. Those are just drooling and my head hanging with my mouth open. My phone falling over. I think if I make a decision to take a nap, and remember I said that is a lifestyle decision to take a nap, it's going to be in my bed. But I have questions. Do you pull the blankets down after you made the bed? What about your feet? You've been walking around like barefoot, and I've been wearing flip-flops, which I haven't worn in years, but I started wearing them the other day, and I kind of like them. I'll only wear them around the house. I used to love them. But your feet get dirty. So do you put something on the top of the covers? Do you wear your shoes? Do you get undressed and put your jammies on? I need to know how you take a nap on your bed or in your bed so that I do it right. So your job is to put in the comments what I should do so that I do it right. Do you like my shirt? I got this for 4th of July. I bet you can tell. But 4th of July was so hot. And today it's cool. And, you know, I have air conditioning, so sometimes it feels cooler. So I said, I'm going to wear that shirt today because it has long sleeves. So here's my shirt. 3 sets of sunglasses into flags. Now I have another thing that I want to talk to you about. See this necklace? You might have to zoom in to see it. Maybe it looks better on my... Anyway, I wear it every single day, and from time to time, somebody will ask me, what is that necklace? Who is that charm? Well, I don't know how long I've had this necklace, but I thought I'd tell you about it anyway, and I'll tell you the history of what this charm is. My husband gave this charm to me and the chain, and he used to give me nice jewelry, and he gave it to me many, many years ago. I don't remember what the occasion was. Maybe it was my birthday. Maybe it was our anniversary. I don't remember what day I was born. I don't remember what days my kids were born. But, so I don't remember this. So people intermittently are asking me, what is that you wear on your neck? Well, I tell them it's Nefertiti. You spell it Efertiti. And this is what she looks like. I was not able to, I don't have a color printer. This is what she looks like, and you can see that shape on my necklace. I need to refresh my cherries in the snow. I don't know. So that's what Nefertiti looked like. This is another. Can you see her there with that big hat? And I have one more picture. Now, she was considered. She is a queen. She is an Egyptian queen. Now, when I have told you people what she is, I've told you she was a Greek goddess. Well, no, she's not a Greek goddess. She is an Egyptian queen. She was known for her beauty, and she was one of the most known, famous, and influential queens of ancient Egypt. Wouldn't it be kind of interesting to do ancient history? I remember that was a class that was offered in high school, but I was never interested in now, but I sort of am now. This is very interesting. She lived in the 14th century BC and was a great royal wife of the pharaoh, who dramatically changed Egypt's religion. I have to read this because I want to make sure I don't tell you anything wrong. Her name means the beautiful one has come. I want my name to be Nefertiti. Her husband, the pharaoh, his name was Akhenaten. She and Akhenaten ruled during the Amarna period, a time of major religious and artistic change. He, the pharaoh, promoted the worship of a single supreme deity, the sun disk, moving away from the traditional worship of many Egyptian gods. Unlike many queens before her, Nefertiti was often shown in artwork, participating in ceremonies, making offerings, and even striking enemies. She and Akhenaten had 6 daughters. One of their daughters later married the famous boy king. The beautiful bust of Nefertiti, it's limestone, was discovered in 1912. It's one of the most recognizable works of ancient art in the world. It is displayed and is admired for its remarkable craftsmanship and lifelike beauty. One of history's greatest mysteries is what became of her. She died during her husband's reign, the pharaoh. She ruled Egypt briefly as a pharaoh after his death. She may have taken a different royal name, though this has not been proven. No tomb can be confidently identified as Nefertiti's. So why is she famous today? Because she was beauty and elegance. She was a powerful woman who had influence in ancient Egypt. One of the most mysterious figures in history, whose ultimate fate remains unknown. So that's what my necklace is, Nefertiti. We talked about cherries in the snow in our last video. And I asked the men in the group if they would let me know if there was a particular cologne or aftershave or fragrance that they enjoyed using. And I didn't really get a response, but I would like to give the men some equal footing in this discussion about cherries in the snow. Several people said that they can't wear red lipstick. That's okay. Like I said, it's not a cult. Pretend. Someone else said we should wear cherries in the snow to New York, and absolutely, you can bet I'm going to be pushing that and encouraging us to do that. Now, you know that means you don't really have to wear cherries in the snow. You can wear a red lip gloss or a pink lip gloss, but you have to wear something, and you have to pretend that it's cherries in the snow. Just like the men will have to wear some kind of cologne or aftershave. We don't want to blast out other people in the gallery. Another thing that was suggested is that we talk about different fragrances that women had in the past that we remember. So that's on the back of my mind. We're not going to forget about that. But I really want to give the men some attention. So if they don't, what I will do is I will ask the women on this channel what fragrance they liked their significant other or their spouse or their boyfriend or their father or their uncle used to wear. You know, like Old Spice, like Aramis, like, I only know a few, but anyway, I want to talk about that so the men don't feel left out, because I think sometimes they do. Because let's face it, most of us, it's all women. Other thing I wanted to talk about is people have been mentioning in the last couple of sets of comments, what happened to the looms? I want the loons back. I wish you'd bring the loons back. Let me tell you what happened to the loons. I love the loons. I live on a lake. It seems to make sense. I initiated the loons when I did an actual talk on loons, what they are, where they are, how they mate for life, how they travel back and forth, and they come back to the same areas. So that's why I did that loon introduction. A lot of people really liked it. What I am trying to do with this YouTube channel is to try and convey what it's about for somebody who's just clicking, and clicking through. The loon, what does the loon tell you about the channel? It doesn't tell you anything except I like loons. It doesn't make you want to go. I've tried a couple of other things that just didn't cut it. I think I had some flowers waving in the breeze and somebody didn't like that. So I've settled right now on the coffee cup. The reason I chose the coffee cup is because what do? We sit around and we have coffee together. And that is an essential part of this channel. And so that's what my rationale is. It doesn't mean that it's good rationale. I have to test it out, though. Just like the cherries in the snow, it can become part of the brand for this channel, this TV show. It's a TV show. Mary always says to me, Mary Yu is her name, she always says, love the show today. Great show today. I said, she's got it. It's a TV show. You know why I think it's a TV show? Because I watch it on TV. Only problem is you can't comment. And I really like the fact that we have a lot of comments and we have a lot of interactions. We also have a lot of new people, so I would like to welcome you to Senior Insights, where we just have fun. Sometimes it's funner than others. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes we talk about cherries in the snow. Whatever. We're going to talk about fingernails. I'm on it. We're going to talk about them. Someone suggested that I should be wearing cherries in the snow nail polish. I have the nail polish. It's also on my Amazon affiliate link, and I happen to love red nail polish. My problem is with nail polish is I don't take good care of my hands. I'm rough. Today, guess what? You know how I've been talking about the dog poop in my yard for months and months and months? Well, it's been there so long. It's been there so long. I went out there today. I went out yesterday, and I went out there today with my blower. There are so many leaves there. It's just such a small area, but they are dense, and they are wet, and they were never picked up at the beginning of spring because we never had spring. It was always cold. It was always raining. So now it's the middle of summer. The 4th of July has already gone by. I still have dog poop and leaves this thick. But I have a great blower. So I went out there yesterday and I blew off the deck. I have to do it every single day. And then I said, what the heck, while you're out here, why don't you blow off a few of the leaves? So I blew off all the stepping stones that Ann and I made. I'll show you those again. People who have been around for a long time have seen them. Ann and I made them a couple of years ago. We got aluminum pans from BJ's or someplace. Those casserole dishes. And Ann lugged bags of cement to my house. I supervised. Yeah, that's the kind we should get. She could lift up those things. They're so heavy. I think they weigh, I don't know, I want to say 80 pounds, but maybe they're just 40. But they are heavy, whatever they are. And we got about, I think we got probably 13. I don't know. And you know, I do sometimes exaggerate, but she hauled every single one of them. And we made cement in my wheelbarrow. Yeah, I have a wheelbarrow. We made cement. And I used to do stained glass, so I had tons of extra stained glass that I didn't know what to do with. You know, I didn't want to throw it away, and I had a hard time parting with it. So we broke it up, and we made these beautiful stepping stones, and they actually came out pretty good. So they were on a path to my backyard, but they were covered in leaves, and now they're all stained. So before I can show them to you, I have to clean them with that stuff, that concrete cleaner. It's very potent. You can smell the bleach in it. And supposedly it doesn't harm vegetation or anything. But I have to clean them before I can show them to you because I'd be embarrassed. But so who knows how many weeks that'll be. But the poops were so dehydrated, you know, the real old ones, that they blew away with the blower. So all this worry about cleaning up the poops, all I had to do was go out with the blower. Well, I had the blower yesterday on supercharge, and it was like a tornado coming through. But it doesn't last that long when you charge it. I mean, when you're using it on supercharge, which you don't usually have to do. But these leaves were like plastered to the ground. So I had to recharge it. So I went out again this morning, and I did it again until the battery ran out. I got a lot of the poop out of the way. Then I discovered I have this walkway that goes up to my shed, and it's all bricks. It's covered with weeds. I have to get rid of that too. But in the weeds are dandelions and what do you call it? Plantain, which is a type of dandelion or whatever. Well, guess who loves dandelions, greens? Skittles. So I have a whole garden out there for Skittles. So I started cleaning up the bricks. So I not only took care of the dog poop, I took care of the Skittles food. I took care of 90% of the leaves. I still got a ways to go. But that charger is charging. But after I'm done with this, I am going to sit and read because I haven't read at all today. Did I already say welcome to the new people? There's some new people, and when they acknowledge in the comments that they're new and it's the first time, if you're an old timer, will you welcome them, please? I want them to feel welcome like I tell them. You're going to find friends here at Senior Insights. I got to tell you about why I didn't put those pictures of Maine at the end of the video yesterday. I tried 3 times. I posted it. Every time I checked it, the pictures were black. So finally I said, screw this, I'm taking the pictures out. So I took the pictures out, and then it worked. The pictures were in the wrong format. So what I did was I took the pictures and I put them into a short. So that short with those pictures is going to show tomorrow night at 9 o'clock when I usually post. But tomorrow is my day off. So I'm not going to post a regular video tomorrow night, but there will be a short. So you can see those pictures there. Okay. I think I got all the housekeeping done. I'm not sure. Everybody wants to see Lily, but I can't find her anyplace. She's hiding. She's on the chair underneath, looking at the window. She's noticing birds outside. Anyway, you don't care about that. I will see you Thursday night. Watch the pictures tomorrow night. I think they are the ones Joshua made. Invite some friends for coffee, and I will see you on Thursday. And thanks for coming, and thanks to you new subscribers.